the complete picture cannot be assembled, and the truth cannot be revealed.
Call Wettermark Keith, the name you know and trust.
Count on Allison Pryor for your accurate weather forecast.
Hopefully you're waking up today feeling good and ready and energized for the day, but if you've got a few aches and pains, you're in luck because Allan Valenzuela is on the show with us. It's been a long time now since I've seen you live and in person.
It has been. I'm hoping things will get back to normal soon.
We are hoping too. In case you don't recognize Allan, he is with Alliance Physical Therapy. You've got how many locations around the viewing area?
Well, we did have 12.
Okay.
Since COVID, we are down to 9.
Okay, I thought that might be kind of a lead-in, and since it has been a while since we've seen each other, it's a good time to kind of catch up, because this year has taken a real toll on you. People, I'm sure, Allan, for a while anyway, were a little bit hesitant to come walking through your door.
Well, you know, we were, what was the term they used for people who were allowed to stay open? We were essential.
Essential workers.
We were essential, but it didn't make any difference because people didn't show up. So it took several months before people did start showing up, and even when they did, we were probably at 35 to 40% capacity. Mm-hmm. So we took a pretty big hit.
You don't really mind coming on and being honest, and so you and I were having a conversation that in your general day-to-day living, you might kind of be breathing a sigh of relief. You're not wearing a mask, chances are, and you feel like things are kind of back to normal, and yay, we've moved past it. But for a lot of businesses, yours is one, that really is not the case. You're still climbing uphill.
Yeah. We probably got to close to 50% towards the end of last year, but then at the early part of this year we fell off really hard again, and I have no explanation for why. And so now, if I had to guess, I would say we're probably about 60% at best. Now when I say that, I mean 60% of what I have left.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Of your 9.
You have my 9, so not of 12. Mm-hmm. I've lost that. That's gone.
And what worries you the most, Allan? The fact that you're having to lose those locations for the clients that had that convenience and now they don't, or your staff? Because I know you're worried about your people.
I honestly, there is a lot of physical therapy. So if Alliance were to disappear, people are going to still have that service available through many other companies. I feel like we're a quality company and we don't need to disappear. More for my employees. And it's been hard on them because they've had to make some changes in their lifestyles. Mm-hmm. And we've had to make some cuts that affected them, and some of my employees are still under those cuts. And I imagine when they go home that they're not very happy. They're probably not happy with me. But I didn't do this, as you know, and so I'm doing my best to sustain as much as I can to help them with what their needs are.
Look, I mean, you've been on the show for a long time, and generally when businesses come on, it's to highlight something that you're offering or a service you provide, what have you. This time you kind of wanted to come and just talk a little bit from your heart, which you're doing, but I think what viewers enjoy is that they get to feel like they know you. So without exposing you too much, you and I have had a lot of conversations, and you've gone on the roller coaster ride like we all have, from being really kind of ticked off in the beginning to being a little bit hopeless feeling, to now kind of just trying to find your path and just be kind of guided, but you still have some worry.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
It is. It is very much fair to say. As I told you earlier, I'd like to stay positive at this point. We are all in this together, and there's no changing it. So I can't worry about what I'm in or what has happened. What I need to do now is find a positive way to move forward, and that's why I'm on the show with you this morning, because I'm appealing to your audience that if you're in pain, pick up the phone. You don't need anything. All you need to do is call, and we will get you into one of our facilities and help you out, and we'll help you get your life back, and in return you will be helping us.
Here's the thing, that you might be in pain and not actively know it either, because I said you're open about your roller coaster ride that all of us have been on in some way or another. It's been an incredibly stressful year, and there wouldn't surprise me at all if a lot of people are carrying an awful lot of stress and tension, and they don't even know that they're not feeling good.
There's no question, but people still are afraid, and they're not going to the doctor for the reasons they were going before. They're only going when it's an emergency. And so those numbers for physical therapy are down as well for that reason. But we would appeal to you, if you are in pain, don't. Anything that is acute becomes chronic. So we're still keeping our precautions in place because the CDC has recommended it.
By that you mean you're still wearing masks?
We are still wearing masks, and we're requesting that all our patients wear masks. And it's not about what we believe or what we think is right. We're going to take the high road, and we're going to try and make some people happy and make sure that everybody feels protected. And we're going to do it as long as it's being recommended. And as soon as it's not, then we'll discontinue it with everybody else.
Okay, remind people that if you are hurting and they're hearing it and they think, okay, listen, I put it off long enough, I'm going to go do something about it. Tennessee is a right.
Direct access.
That's the word.
And it's a right to choose, so you can choose your physical therapy wherever you want.
Okay, which means that all you have to do is call them or come by the location nearest to you and say, hey, can I get an appointment?
Exactly.
If you've got insurance, they'll just pay your copay, right?
Exactly.
And they'll work with you from there if you don't have insurance.
Yeah, that we have out-of-pocket fees that are reasonable, and we also will work payment plans for those of you who are struggling financially.
Okay, it's kind of brave that you would come on and say what you said. I think a lot of us are still putting on a happy front. Sometimes that's not always so easy.
No, I mean, at this point, what do I have to lose?
Nothing.
That's right.
All right, so you can give them a call. It's Alliance Physical Therapy. He very much is here in Chattanooga and North Georgia, but because he does have the locations that cross zip codes, he has area codes rather. He has an 800 number for you to call. Give him a call. You can also go online to the website you see there on your screen, and you'll be feeling better in no time. Thanks, Allan.
Thank you.
Seems like CBD stores are popping up on every corner. Make sure you choose a knowledgeable vendor you can trust, like the Hemp House. Choose from products that are locally sourced from farmers we work with directly. Our friendly staff will help you find the right product for you. The